Fala aí, pessoal, tudo bem? Quem está falando aqui é o seu querido e de sempre Coimbra. E hoje vamos jogar The Council. O que é The Council antes de iniciarmos? Primeira coisa, ele já foi lançado no momento que você está vendo esse vídeo, que a gente subiu ele juntamente com o embargo, no dia 13 de março. Ele foi lançado para PS4, Xbox One e PC. The Council é um jogo produzido pela Big Bad Wolf, né, em parceria com a Fox Home Interactive. E ele é um jogo estilo, aspas, muitas aspas, Telltale. Né? Então ele é um jogo que vai ter 5 episódios, suas decisões vão influenciar no jogo. Só que é só isso que ele parece, porque ele tem um sistema de RPG muito denso, um sistema de investigação muito bom. E eu vou estar jogando um pouquinho aqui para ver como é que vai como é que desenrola a história, ver as opções e tudo mais. Vocês também podem conferir o gameplay no isso aí, vai validando. O nosso review no nosso site www.ultimaficha.com.br, que lá quem fez foi o grande Bolotinha. Ele amou o jogo e deu um baita 5 de 5. Então, aparentemente, isso aí é um novo passo para esse estilo de jogo de ser adventure games, de contar história, né? Então, vamos ver o que vai acontecer. E claro, não esqueçam de curtir, compartilhar. Quem puder colaborar aí com a nossa vaquinha. Opa, começou. França. Se não tiver coração, já não gostei.
Stop. You're not getting anywhere with this, Von Borchert.
You know, I kind of get the same feeling, my dear Sarah. Listen.
Dá uma paradinha aqui. Peraí. Isso aqui que eu quero, subtitles. Vamos ver se tem em português. Não, só tem inglês, então é isso aí, galera. Já, primeira coisa, não tem nada em português, infelizmente.
Nothing. Not a sound. No one's coming to save you.
That's what you think. The Golden Order knows exactly where we are.
By the time your ridiculous secret society turns up, I'll be long gone. As for you, nothing will remain of your body.
If you touch a single hair on my mother's head, I'll skin you alive.
You know, Louis, I have no intention of beating your dear mother. There are more persuasive ways of making you talk. You've stolen something from me that I intend to get back. Where have you hidden it?
Von Borchert, you can't sell that book on the black market anymore. This is finished.
We know you're planning on selling it at one of Lord Mortimer's parties. All right? Just tell us who the buyer is and we can make a deal.
You've no idea of the trouble you've gotten yourselves into. Oh, but you will tell me where it's hidden. I can promise you that.
Stop annoying our host, Louis. Son, didn't what happened to you in Rome teach you anything?
Just a few more minutes and my concoction will be ready. With this, your bodies will dissolve in less than 4 hours. You'll see. It loosens tongues in no time.
You know, I have to admit, Mother, the only thing you've ever taught me is that damn motto of yours. Always remain rational. And open. I got it. I've opened the shackles.
Draw him over here. I'll take care of him.
Von Borchert! Von Borchert! Listen. Let's make a deal. I'll tell you where the book is if you let my mother go free.
Oh, what are you playing at?
Don't worry, Mother.
You want to play the hero. Pity you're not in any position to do so. For the last time. Where is Al-Azif?
Let me do this. Trust me.
Aqui é o momento, né, que você pode escolher. Então você pode agir. Eu vou confiar. Vou confiar na mamãe.
Please, be my guest, mother.
Oh! Boa.
Well done, Louis. You reacted perfectly.
How do you feel, mother?
Couldn't be better. He's alive, so I can question him after we get back.
Interessante, assim, uma coisa interessante desse jogo
Pity he's just a middleman. Means
é
I
que você
haven't
não pode
finished with
voltar
this
nas
case.
escolhas, nem nada. Não tem load, não tem nada. É sempre um caminho em frente. Tipo, você não vai morrer. Mas todas as consequências
This time I'm coming
vão
with you.
ferrar de algum modo. Ou não, né?
Even though you impress me more and more, I have to do this on my own.
Mother, you're no spring chicken anymore.
Come on, let's go home. And don't forget to send our men to tend to von Borchardt.
Well done, Mother. You just had to pick up von Burchardt's trail on your own, didn't you? You ditched me in Paris with no explanation, and off you go to infiltrate one of the world-renowned receptions of this Lord Mortimer? And now he writes me to say that you've gone missing on his private island? Which, by the way, looks more like a big rock than a paradise island.
É isso aí, que nem eu falei no início, né? São 5 episódios, esse é o primeiro episódio, The Mad Dog, o cachorro louco.
The least he could do is explain to me how he managed to lose you. In any case, it is time for you to stop all this, Mother. It no longer suits your age. Well, I'm sure I'll find you once again, slogging through the caves beneath the island, searching for some long-lost mystical object that you just can't live
A narrativa tá
without.
muito boa.
I'm already
Muito boa,
hating
por
this
enquanto.
trip, and all I've done is think about it.
E essa ambientação, eu adoro essa ambientação, né?
Well
Século
now, Duchess.
17,
Find
18, mais ou
ourselves
menos.
both invited by Sir Holm.
Well, how very
Pô,
amusing.
o cara arrumou uma
Perhaps we
bela
have
namorada,
some
hein?
common interests, Your
Tá de
Eminence.
parabéns.
Is this your first time at one of Lord Mortimer's legendary parties?
Oh no, we have been friends since long ago. But as I'm doing some business with Sir Holm, the invitation came from him.
Well, I simply can't wait for all the festivities to begin.
And you, good sir, what brings you here?
Your Eminence, with all due respect, I prefer to keep my reasons for coming here to myself. I promise, it has nothing to do with the legendary party that you all appear to be preparing for.
Olha, só
Believe
sei dizer
what
uma
you
coisa.
will, my son.
Não se
However,
rejeita
everything
uma
is
festa
related
lendária.
to the legendary parties organized by our host.
Yeah, I'll be the judge of that, Cardinal.
Anyway, consider
Fala,
yourself
Léo, tem uma
fortunate,
festa ali
young man,
lendária, eu
because
vou.
there are
Quero deixar isso
many
muito
who
claro.
dream of simply one day setting foot
Deixa aí no
on this
comentário
island.
uma festa
And
lendária por
only
aí.
a very
Faça um favor.
few ever make it. Indeed, I imagine this must be your first time here.
And you, Duchess? You seem to be quite accustomed to things here. Am I right?
I do not think that one can ever get accustomed to what Lord Mortimer prepares for his guests. But you are right. This is not the first time I've been on this wharf.
If you've come back again, I imagine you must find it to be of some interest.
Here, everything is possible if you make the right choices. It really is up to you whether you leave better off or not.
Please excuse me if you find me overly curious, young man. I did not mean to cause you any embarrassment.
'Cause you are a gentleman. 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 'Cause you are
Come, Duchess. They are waiting for us.
We're moving, Monsieur de Richet, if you would like to join us.
I'm coming, Duchess.
A cardinal? A duchess? I wonder if all the guests here are this prestigious. If I'd known, I would have gone for a better suit.
Ah!
Are you all right?
Porra, é essa? O cara encheu a cara, usou drogas. Os dois, talvez? Nenhum deles.
Mother? Oh shit, your hand!
Eita porra!
So?
Okay, it's done.
Did you put it in a safe place?
Yes. I made sure no one was following me. Don't worry, Sarah, no one's going to find it.
Are you absolutely sure?
Yes, I'm sure.
Right. Just one thing left to do.
No, Mother, don't!
What? Have you lost your mind?
There's no other way.
If you kill me, you won't find it.
That is the point, my dear. No one must ever put their hands on it again.
No. But I trusted you.
No, Sarah. Don't.
Isso aí, aparentemente é uma cena futura, né?
No!
Tinha pra ter essa treta agora. Quer dizer, todo um caminho até chegar a essa cena, eu acredito. E eu não sei qual é o poder que o cara tem aí de ir pro futuro e ter visões. Sei lá.
Louis, are you all right? What's going on? Here, take this.
I'm sorry.
Keep it. Are you better?
I'm fine. Don't worry. It's getting late. Why don't you just go on ahead and I'll catch up with you, okay?
Are you sure?
Yes. I'm sorry. I'm sure, yes.
Fine.
I definitely have to find Mother quickly. Am I going crazy or what? This can't be real. The Duchess arrived with me. What's happening to me, for God's sake? I absolutely need to find you, Mother.
Então, beleza. O cara teve uma visão. Deixa eu ver se ele tá sangrando ainda. Não, já limpou o sangue. Tá bonitinho. Seguindo.
Louis, during the trip, I had something I wanted to ask you, but we didn't happen to run into each other.
Yes, Duchess?
I'm not sure if you remember, but we've met before. At that time, you were of two minds as to your choice of career. Tell me, what have you been up to since?
Ah, isso aqui. Então, você tem 3 classes principais, né? Você pode ser diplomata. Aqui, ó. Que fala? Diplomata. Política, etiqueta, linguísticas, convicção. Diversion é você mudar o rumo da conversa, assim por se dizer, né? Ocultista. Manipulação, ocultismo, erudição, ciências e subterfúgios. Detetives. Questionamento, vigilância, psicologia, agilidade e lógica. E aqui o que tá dizendo, né? Ó, lá embaixo, aqui. Escolhendo uma classe define a sua skills básicas. As outras skills podem estar ainda disponíveis, mas vai ficar mais caro. Então, detetive, ocultista. Eu sei que o Bolota, que ele menciona isso no review dele, ele falou que foi de detetive. Então eu vou de diplomata. Trocar uma ideia com a galera. Políticas. Tipo, eu tenho 3 pontos, né? Não entendi não, muito bem, vamos lá. Actions. Division. Ah, tá. Você pode, ó. Saquei. E você pode escolher absolutamente todos, né? Etiqueta, política, linguística. Isso aqui. Diversion. Convicção. Convince people share force. Tá. Então eu vou tirar daqui e vou botar aqui por enquanto. E esse sistema que faz esse jogo único, né? E muito interessante.
Well, I've devoted myself to the interests of France to the best of my abilities. A few years ago, I had a brush with some of your fellow countrymen.
Counter-revolutionaries, I'd imagine.
Exactly. They got away, thanks to a little diversion I came up with to keep the sans-culottes away. Believe me, they came close to adorning the walls of the catacombs of Paris.
So that young French diplomat was you? The mercy you showed the agents of the Queen roused the admiration of the court. Few would have let them leave France alive.
Duchess, I'm surprised that anyone still remembers.
Well, they say I have the memory of two people. But please, call me Emily.
Fine, Emily. Tell me, I was actually helped on that case by my mother. You wouldn't know her by any chance?
Wait, Louis. We've already met. You do remember me, don't you?
Please excuse me, madam. I'm sure we've met before, but I don't remember where.
I appreciate your honesty, even if it's not very flattering for me.
I imagine that with your beauty, madam, it's the first time a man hasn't remembered your face.
Well, I must say you make up for yourself rather elegantly.
Please stop torturing me. I'm completely at your mercy. Where have we met?
4 years ago, in London?
No, sorry. I don't remember.
In the office of William Pitt. Remember? No?
I am so sorry, Emily, but I really don't remember you.
Let's drop it, Louis.
Rapaz,
It doesn't matter.
Cara, tá
Right, time to go to the
tá com
manor.
memória zoada. Ok. Valeu.
I ask her a question, she answers with another. Is she playing with me?
Personalidade. Cada pessoa que você conhece, ele vai ter a personalidade de meio que vulnerável a certas skills e imune a outras. Viveu, viveu. Ok.
Emily, please excuse my insisting, but you still haven't answered about my mother. Do you know her?
You'll see, Louis. Everybody here knows Sarah de Richet.
Sarah de Richet.
I don't know where we're going like this, Emily, but you're connected to my mother one way or another. And if I can believe my vision, you don't have much of a place in her heart.
Talentos. Tá. Agora vamos dar uma explorada aqui. Me lembro que eu tinha visto isso quando tava chegando. Two efforts points. Eu sei que porra é essa, não. Manda aí. Ah, tá. Deve ser ponto aí embaixo à esquerda. Deve ser isso.
Must be an incredible view from up there. Impossible to set foot on the island without being seen from 300 meters away. Great. Honey.
Good evening, sir. May I ask your name, please?
Louis Moras de Richet.
Monsieur de Richet. Delighted to welcome you among us, sir. You must be Sarah de Richet's son. I must tell you we are doing our utmost to find your mother as quickly as possible.
What can you tell me about the disappearance of my mother?
2 weeks have passed since Sir's mother went missing. All the staff here have since been busy searching every nook and cranny of the island. But Sir may rest assured, we shouldn't be long in finding her.
And just what have you found so far?
It would seem that Sir's mother may be hiding on the island, and regularly changing her location. But no one seems to know why she would find this behavior necessary.
Ela é quase uma ninja, né?
On several occasions, we have found leftovers of food, a few of her things, or even traces of campsites. The reason why we're searching the wharf again is because lights were spotted there last night.
Where we are now?
Indeed, sir. According to our information, lights were seen in the middle of the night, sir. After verification, none of the guests seem to have left the manor last night. We think that perhaps Sir's mother was here.
Ah, como eu não escolhi habilidade aqui, eu não posso escolher nada.
Did anyone see
Então,
anything else?
já era.
Unfortunately not, sir.
Se eu tivesse escolhido uma outra skill, talvez eu pudesse ter liberado aquilo. Mas, né,
And as I was
paciência.
saying, sir, all the guests were asleep, and no one seems to have noticed anything at all. We seem to have found an object that would appear to belong to Sir's mother. A handkerchief. The handkerchief is embroidered with the initials SDR. We came to the conclusion that they are the initials of Sir's mother, Sarah de Richet. I have orders to give it to Lord Mortimer as soon as I see him.
I know my mother. She's not the kind to go for a midnight stroll on the wharf for nothing. I've got to find out what the hell she was doing here. Where exactly did you find the handkerchief?
On the landing dock, sir. The one you arrived by.
Como vocês podem ver aqui, eu não tenho nem essa habilidade, nem essa habilidade de manipulação e de lógica. Mas eu tenho essa aqui de convicção. Então vamos tentar ela aqui.
That handkerchief belongs to me. Please hand it over now.
But, sir,
I'll speak directly to your master about it. It will be a very long conversation.
Of course, sir. Please, take it. On that note, I must leave you, sir. There is still much to prepare in order to welcome all the guests.
Foi babaca porque ficou, né,
It is indeed your handkerchief.
oprimindo o cara ali de bobeira.
You must have come here for a specific reason. I need to know what it is. Let's think. What could she have been doing out here on this wharf? A Latin inscription. Annesis, mi fili, quantilia produncia mundus
Tenho a menor ideia.
legatur.
Talvez o mundos. Como eu tenho linguística aqui, eu posso dar aquela traduzida.
You don't know, my son, how little wisdom the world is governed with. I tend to agree.
Unidade do Lorde. Aqui.
There's no way I'm leaving without finding out about Mother.
Ah tá, agora tem que investigar isso aqui. Vamos lá.
Looks like a bar from an old gate. This miserable old bar has been broken fairly recently. The edges are still clean, and the tip is blackened. Without analysis to the contrary, I put my money on cannon powder. This might just come in handy.
Cara, uma barra de aço em posse sempre vem, né?
A sack of seeds. It's unopened. No one seems to have
Sempre
used it.
interessante. Pra dar uma... Isso é umas coisas que pode mudar. Por exemplo, eu poderia... Eu já vi isso aqui, mas eu já volto lá. Eu podia muito bem ter... deixado a barra lá. Mas é por ter eu pego a barra, pode ser que eu tenha uma utilidade dela no futuro. Tipo, dar-lhe uma barrada na cara de alguém.
Let's see what's hidden inside. Let's look. A letter written in an Oriental language. This letter's in Japanese. It's addressed to a certain Kei Shotaro in Tokyo. The address is 50 Bedford Square, London. It's too badly written, I can't make out the address.
Isso aí foi o que eu escrevi, ninguém entende minha letra.
The addressee's in Sao Paulo, Brazil.
Vasco da Gama.
That reminds me, it's about time the order sent some envoys there.
Ah, que irado, cara. Que irado. Aí, aplausos, aplausos. Oh, fuck.
Hôtel de Cluny, Rue de Mathurin, Paris. I guarantee this letter is for my mother. The address is a hideout for the Golden Order. If you write anyone over there, you have to watch out in case someone's reading your mail. But who is this Samuel Ritter d'Auchois?
D'Auchois.
Let's see what's inside this letter. So,
Dear Samuel, my stay on Lord Mortimer's island is going wonderfully well. As I find myself in such charming company, I plan to stay a few more weeks. Would you be so kind as to send me a gift that I'd like to give to our old friend Manuel Godoy? I would be most grateful. I have been told that he's going to join us here soon. I would like to mark the occasion. Thank you in advance. Yours devotedly, Sarah Faustine de Richet.
What is your game here, Mother? Secrets, always more secrets. You never talked to anyone using language like this. Something's going on here. Who is this Samuel Ritter? And for crying out loud, who is this Manuel Godoy that you keep bringing up? Think. Godoy. Manuel Godoy. Why does the name sound
Se
so
puder ajudar, eu não
familiar?
conheço esse cara não, viu? Olha, como eu tenho o nível de política, eu posso liberar e não tenho. Só que uma coisa que eu percebi, você tá vendo que eu posso escolher aqui da esquerda. E lá embaixo, olha só, o pontinho fica amarelo, ou seja, pra usar esses poderes eu preciso daquelas recargas ali. Então tem uma limitação até onde você pode pegar as coisas.
Spanish government. He was appointed by King Charles IV, if I'm not mistaken. Rumor has it that he's very close to the Queen. Too close.
Opa, tá pegando.
Much too close, but hey,
Arranha.
that's none of my business. He has a reputation of being upright and proud, very attached to the aristocracy, and close to Louis XVI. Well, hope we meet to talk about it soon, Mother. I don't know what you've gotten yourself into this time, but I'll bet you've got a lot to tell me.
Interessante, sim. Eu gosto muito desse estilo investigativo, cara. É só uma história bem escrita.
A lantern. Nothing
Você
special.
falou que eu posso mexer na porra da lanterna. Tu vai falar uma corda, nada especial também?
Some rope. Apparently no one's touched it for a good long time. Looks like the barrel's been broken for quite some time.
Tá aqui embaixo.
Get it open barehanded.
Você tem uma barra. Olha que interessante. Usa Iron Bar. Então peguei, eu posso abrir. Se não tivesse pego, eu não teria essa opção. E se eu tivesse subterfúgios, eu poderia abrir também.
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Acho que não vai dar certo, né?
Clearly, I'm not much for manual labor. Let's see if I can get it open another way.
Tchau, tchau. Então não tem o que fazer aí agora. Então vamos... Opa, vamos apertar uma coisinha aqui.
A wooden floorboard. Probably comes from this part of the wharf. The wood is slightly eaten away, of course, but it still would have been fine if it weren't smashed. Honey, the remedy of the gods.
Cara, o que faz esse... Deixa eu ver aqui o que a gente tem. Itens. Royal Jelly, restore 2 or 4 points. Então é exatamente isso. Esse melzinho que eu tô pegando aí, ele restaura meus pontos de skill. Então vamos cair fora daqui mesmo.
How did Mortimer manage to build his manor at the top of a rocky outcrop?
Rapaz, se o Kratos entrasse aí, ia ficar bolado, hein? Tipo, tem uma estátua de Zeus.
Impressive.
Ah, my son. I was looking for you.
What can I do for you, Your Eminence?
I wanted to ask you. You are the son of Sara de Ricci, aren't you?
Sara de Ricci.
You see, your mother and I were supposed to meet here on this very spot. I was supposed to hand her a very important envelope. But I haven't seen her.
If only Mother had told me why she was coming here. Anyway, I ought to take the envelope. It might have something to do with her disappearance. Listen, if it will help, you can always give it to me.
Desculpa aí, pessoal, acabei de matar um mosquitinho chato pra caramba aqui. And during conversation, I have to go through several steps being persuasive. Tá. Vamos lá, vamos tentar.
Thank you, my son. I'll bear that in mind. I'd rather deal with her directly. Don't take it personally. Would you happen to know if your mother has arrived yet?
Oh, never mind, give me your letter. Sim, ela tá aqui, ó. Ela não vai entregar assim de
Certainly,
primeira.
Your Eminence. Mother got here some time ago. I was hoping to find her when I arrived, but given the hour, she must be asleep by now.
Right. I shall see her tomorrow then.
By the way, Your Eminence, I wasn't aware you knew my mother.
Ah, if you only knew, my son. I hold your mother in the highest regard. She has rendered great service to the church, and her help is invaluable. I hope that you will follow in her footsteps.
Only she had told me where she was headed.
Nonetheless, our exchanges have always been discreet, and
Tá
I should
tretando
like
com a
them
mãe.
to remain
O
as
papo aí tá
If
pegando
your
muito, cara.
mother wishes to speak to you about us one day, I will not mind if she does so.
That is commendable. But as we work together on a daily basis, it is surely just an oversight.
Most certainly. You said you work together. What do you do exactly?
Ah. Etiqueta.
Mother passed her passion for art to me. Ancient art. Very ancient.
I didn't know your mother was an art lover.
Mainly pre-Christian objects which are believed to have unique properties.
Well, how interesting. Now that you mention it, I can indeed imagine Sarah getting interested in that.
All the same, it bothers me to see you in a quandary, Your Eminence. Is there any other solution? Look, if it's of any help, you can always leave your envelope with me and I'll give it to her as soon as I see her.
I hesitate. Up till
Correu,
now,
Rangel.
we
Qual
have
é a
always
conversa aí?
dealt with her in person, and that has always been successful. Do you think I should give it to you?
Pode contar. Quem que é o nome?
Don't worry, Your Eminence. Your secret is safe with me. You know my mother's reputation. As her son, I will defend the de Richet's word with the same fervor.
Ah, I would expect nothing less.
Porra, aí
Listen to
sim.
me, my child. If I give you the letter, can you promise me before
Ó,
go
os Zeus atrás de você.
that no one other than your mother will read it?
Ah, certamente vou ler. For the last step, conversation must convince the person who take the letter. If you get bad answers, the step will repeat. Claro que sim. Vou usar esse poder aqui.
Your Eminence, if there is one thing you can count on, it is the value of a promise made by a de Richet. Respecting our commitments has always been the pillar of our family, and nothing nor nobody will prevent that from happening. Since you know my mother, you should know that a de Richet always keeps their word. You
E
can
um
be
Lannister
sure of
always pays its debts.
Thank you, my son. It is most reassuring.
You're welcome, especially as I promised you nothing, my friend.
Listen, let's stop there. I'm going to tell you a secret, Monsieur.
Olha.
Your mother and I are organizing the escape of a large number of French priests who face a massacre organized by the accursed Republican tribunals. The church is literally being bled like a beast. Without your mother, hundreds of men of the cloth would have gone to the guillotine. She has made the services of your order available to us by organizing the priests' safe passage across the borders. Even if she does not share all our convictions, she always provided assistance. Young man, you can be proud to be her son. Be it only for her sake. Always respect your name. Here, the letter I spoke of. It includes a list of about 15 names ready for departure. Be quick.
Então nem tem
Remember
que
to
ler
tell
essa
Sarah
carta.
when you see her that time is short.
Well played. I'll decide later when I'm alone whether to look at what it contains.
Ah, se o cara não mentiu, não... Essa carta não me interessa.
Lives of the Noble Greeks and Romans by Plutarch, a biography of the great men.
I thought my chimney was big, but this one is beyond belief.
It's the least one can say. I've been longing for a warm fire for ages.
Since I set foot on the island, I haven't ventured more than 2 yards away from it.
Have you also just arrived?
Oh, late morning, I'd say.
Louis, come join us. Monsieur, may I introduce you to Monseigneur His Eminence, Cardinal Piaggi. He joins us straight from Rome.
Oh, just call me Your Eminence. It's simpler.
George Washington, President of the
Olha,
United
George
States
Washington.
of America.
Delighted at
baronesa
last
e
to make your
cardeal.
acquaintance, Mr. President.
Pleased to meet you, Mr. President. Louis Moras de Richet. It is an honor to meet you.
Young man, let's keep it simple, please. Let us forget our fancy titles. Nice to meet you, Louis.
I should imagine you never thought you'd be in such company.
I must admit that I didn't. It's the first time that I've ever met so many illustrious personalities.
And you haven't seen anything yet. Generally, when Lord Mortimer organizes one of his receptions, there are over a dozen people here.
They can't all be here yet, and you'll see, most of the time there's only the upper crust.
And I noticed you were already getting to know His Eminence at the entrance. It's the perfect place to build up a network. What were you talking about, if you'll forgive my indiscretion?
Believe me, she's not that special. His Eminence was asking me for my opinion about the style of the main door. I have to admit, this place certainly doesn't lack panache.
It's simply stupefying.
Rapaz, estiloso isso aí, hein? Bom limão já.
Oh, pity. No scrumptious gossip or juicy tidbits, unmentionable secrets, or even money matters. But you'll see, it will come. Despite all the goodwill in the world, you can't stop people scheming left and right around here.
Speak for yourself, sir.
Well, my friends, do any of you know the reason why we're here this time?
Not in the slightest. As for me, I've been invited by Sir Holm, a close friend of Lord Mortimer, but I do not know the reason why.
You see, Louis, every time Lord Mortimer organizes a reception, he always finds a moment to set up a chat with all the guests.
During which time we remake the world.
Accompanied by gallons of absinthe and cussing. I'll leave you to imagine the result.
So, if I understand rightly, Monsieur
Desculpa a honestidade,
Derichet,
galera, é fato.
you've come out here to join your mother. For what reason, exactly?
Inventar.
Like you, Mr. President, I'm here as a result of Lord Mortimer's invitation.
2 members of the same family here. That is rare.
You know what they say. You can pick your nose, but you can't pick your family.
Venda de gente rica.
Seriously, though, I know your mother well, Stay behind with me afterwards, and we'll take a moment to speak
Opa,
about
trocar
her.
uma ideia com o George Washington. Quem nunca? Olha, Illuminati.
Good lord. Washington is wearing the emblem of the Grand Master of the Golden Order.
Illuminati aí
It's
moderno.
the highest distinction of the order in the United States. It puts him on par with my mother. He must really know his stuff when it comes to the occult.
Good evening, my friends.
Holy shit. That's the man for my vision.
An urgent case has delayed our host, Lord Mortimer. He can't be present this evening, and he sends his deepest apologies.
He's asked me here and he hasn't even turned up? Great start. Do you know that man?
Sir Gregory Holm, an English aristocrat, very influential. He's also close to Lord Mortimer, so don't be surprised if he acts like he's at home.
And now, my dear guests, a light meal is served in the small salon.
Gosto muito.
For those who would like to, you're invited to follow me into the next room.
My dear fellow, you must have read my thoughts. I shall follow.
We'll have to be careful not to make too much noise. One of Lord Mortimer's guests is relaxing.
Oh, we shall be quiet.
Don't take it the wrong way, Sir Holm, but I've already eaten. Thus, I shall be happy to remain by the fireside.
Posso conversar
If you
com
don't
ele.
mind, Gregory, I should like to keep Mr. Washington company.
Please feel at home. And you, sir?
If I stay with Washington, we'll be able to speak about my mother. But on the other hand, I'd like to learn more about this home. I saw him in my vision.
Ah, vou com o Homer, certamente.
My vision is more important. Let's follow home.
I'll follow you, sir. Mr. Washington, I hope to speak with you at greater length on another occasion. Emily, please excuse me, but I would like to speak to Sir Holm. I shall see you later.
Olha, a Emily deve estar boladona, né? O cara não se lembra dela, trocou ela.
My friend, I hope our dear Giovanni is well.
The troubles in France have fatigued him, but he will recover slowly. Do not fear. He apologizes for remaining in Rome. The voyage was too much for him.
And right he was too. The mildness of the Mediterranean, eh?
Pode falar que isso aí eu quase não vi o negocinho.
Come, sit down and have something to eat, my friend. You look rather pale. Excuse me, sir. I have been neglecting my duty. I haven't introduced myself. Sir Gregory Holm, an old friend of Lord Mortimer's.
A real pleasure, sir.
You who must be well used to the court of France. How do you find this peaceful little haven?
Charming if I hadn't come here for disturbing reasons.
Yes, I heard the news. What a story.
Indeed. I wanted to ask you, would you have any information about the disappearance of my mother?
Very little, I'm afraid, my young friend. Your mother came at the invitation of Lord Mortimer. Then one fine day, we couldn't find her anywhere.
That's it?
As I said, I don't know very much. Lord Mortimer had the entire area searched immediately. We found no clue as to her disappearance.
Clues.
But I am convinced that as soon as Lord Mortimer becomes available, he will explain the situation.
Thank you for your answers, Sir Holm. But I beg your pardon. I get the impression I know you. Have we met?
Except in my dreams, of course.
Not that I remember you. Perhaps you are mistaking me for another member of the Chamber of Lords. And what with the wig and the powder, it wouldn't be the first time.
No, you were definitely the one I saw threatening my mother.
I thought... Never mind. It'll come back to me. Would you allow me one last question, sir? I don't want to take up all your time.
Please, go ahead. What do you want to know?
Isso tudo aqui.
Do you know the reason for my mother's presence here?
I haven't the slightest idea, no. She was invited by Lord Mortimer.
But you don't know why?
Not really. I was given to understand that your mother was looking for something.
And do you know how long my mother and Lord Mortimer have known each other?
Several years, I believe. They seemed to know each other for quite a while. But it was the first time that Lord Mortimer had invited her to join us here.
Good. And finally, would it be possible for me to speak
with Lord Mortimer this evening?
I'm terribly sorry. No, he really is quite unavailable. But please rest assured that everyone is doing their best to find your mother.
All the same, it's not the Chateau de Versailles. It can't be that difficult to find her.
Worry not, my son. I am persuaded that we shall find the famous Sarah de Riche. No doubt with new adventures to share, huh?
No!
Mãe. Sim.
I should have insisted that you rest in your room.
Do you want me to call someone?
Vamos lá.
Let me handle this. I'm used to this kind of thing. Miss, can you hear me?
Leave me.
Bom, tem nada aqui.
Stand back, please, so she can breathe.
Elizabeth is accustomed to this kind of thing.
It looks like it's just a dizzy spell. Can you tell me something about her? Who is this young lady?
Elizabeth Adams. She's come to the island for a course of treatment, to rest.
For a course of treatment?
That's right. Sea air can do wonders. Are you all right, Elizabeth? Do you feel any better?
When did she arrive?
4 days ago.
Okay. My mother had already gone missing.
Are you all right, Elizabeth? You gave us quite a fright.
Take it easy, miss.
Let me. I just need to get back to my room.
Of course, my dear. Go ahead. You saw it, didn't you?
Pardon me?
Il segni della bestia.
Oi?
The sign of the beast. He's referring to the tattoo on her hand.
Yes, Your Eminence, I saw it. I don't know what the young woman has been through, but she is marked for life.
It is the least one can say. You know the meaning, don't you?
Sei lá.
Protection against the evil one.
It is a rare practice reserved for cases of possession, Louis. I have seen it during exorcism.
Gentlemen, it's getting late.
Eita, mas teve um demônio em cima
Time for
dela, hein?
everyone to go to bed.
Dentro dela, no caso.
It has been a long day.
It's all the more delicate.
I'll see what I can do, but the case I'm on at the moment might well leave me with very few opportunities. Well, I am impressed with all this splendor.
But don't spend too much time with Mr. Washington, my dear, or you'll lose your pretty accent. You seem to be intrigued by that statue.
Absolutely. It is remarkable.
Zeus. Se não for Zeus, eu vou ficar bolado.
Lord Mortimer is fond of atypical works of art. I won't disguise the fact that I find it all a little megalomaniacal. But I must say, he does have some outstanding pieces.
Sir Holmes, who was that young lady with you?
Elizabeth Adams, Mr. President. She would have liked to have stayed with us, but the poor thing is exhausted.
Elizabeth
Estão vendo que eu tô perdendo várias oportunidades de observação porque
Miss
não é
Adams is here to rest.
as skills que eu tenho. Então vai dar todo novo
She
teor
arrived
pra
a few days
história.
ago.
I perceived her, but we weren't introduced.
Rest assured, she is not here for the same reasons as yourselves. Consequently, I'm counting on your indulgence. On that note, it's very late. You must be exhausted. The servant will accompany you to your
Pô,
room.
eu sou um bunda mole. Eu perdi todas as oportunidades. 100% de falha. Que bosta.
Ladies, gentlemen, I bid you all good night. Mr. President, Your Eminence, Duchess, you have the same rooms as usual. You, Monsieur de Richet, will find your room at the end of the corridor.
Well, my friends, I am bone tired. I am off to my bed, See you in the morning.
Good night, sir. I shall do likewise.
Louis, I shall see you in the morning. Sleep well.
Good night. See you tomorrow.
Oh, man. It's been quite a day. Right. Where is my room? Duchess Emily Hillsborough.
Então, gente, esse daqui é The Council. Joguei aí quase uma horinha, né? Deu para entender bastante do jogo, muito interessante. Fica aí a recomendação desse jogo. Mais um bom jogo da Focus Home, né? Que estão lançando vários jogos, eles são tipo o número 2, só fica atrás da Ubisoft. Não esqueçam de curtir, compartilhar, comentar esse vídeo que é super importante.
Duke Manuel Godoy.
Godoy. Para quem puder também colaborar com a nossa ida à E3, que vai ajudar a pagar os custos. E também não esqueçam de indicar o... Opa, esse cara é meu.
That's me.
Sou eu mesmo. E não esqueço... tá. Tudo bem, aqui só tem o nome de todo mundo. E também, não esqueça também de checar nossas outras mídias, como o Facebook, o nosso site, o nosso Instagram e tudo mais. Inclusive o Instagram vai ser... O Instagram não, né? O Instagram vai ser muito importante quando formos para E3, que vamos poder divulgar muitas fotos lá. Valeu, galera. Um grande abraço. Obrigado por tudo. Deixe seu like, avise para os amigos. E um grande abraço.
Alô, galera! Muito obrigado por assistir a mais um vídeo do Última Ficha. Não deixem de curtir o vídeo, se inscrever no canal e acompanhar as nossas redes sociais que estão na descrição do vídeo. Acessem nosso site www.ultimaficha.com.br para todas as notícias mais quentes do mundo dos jogos. Até a próxima!